I'm curious because I love networking, but I realized that just because you're there and I like you and we build a relationship in terms of, that initial bond, we have some similarities, some commonalities. It does not mean that you're right for my business, right? I mean, there has to be, I think the old guard was, you collected all of these and you made it fit. What do you say to those young newbies out there to keep them from having to think that just because I met you in this particular case and we hit it off, that I necessarily have to build a business relationship with you?
Yeah, there's so much wisdom to what you've just said, that when you meet someone, I think regardless of where the relationship will unfold to become, whether it's personal, professional, or both, we're living in a time now where those worlds aren't as separable as they once were, if separable at all, where your persona and your personality in your professional life ideally is the exact same one you have in your personal life. And we're seeing that so much through social media that, your Facebook friends are very much also business professionals and other things of that nature, so that it actually builds and keeps you relevant and keeps people aware of what you're up to in a quite beautiful way. But I think it takes away a lot of the pressure and the stress around what's going to happen instantly and will I do business with this person, instead of, let me say it this way. People can smell desperation and they can sense when you're in something for your own benefit, either specifically or primarily. So I like to look at it from a mindset, and this has been studied and spoken about in Adam Grant's book, Give and Take. He's a professor at Wharton who did years-long studies on those who are givers, matchers, and takers in relationships. And while in the short term, those who are takers look like they're going to succeed the most, in the long term, givers are the ones who ultimately succeed. And I think for young people in particular who feel like A, I have nothing to offer, or B, I don't have time, I have goals that I have to hit and I have to get money so I'm not homeless, and these real concerns that are legitimate.
Right.
Ultimately, I think when you look at things from a perspective of, even if my resource pool doesn't seem vast, it really is. I mean, no matter how old you are, you have a lifetime of connections and a Rolodex behind you, whether it's family or friends from school or places you've worked. And those are valuable to other people, even if to you they just seem so natural because they've been a part of your community and they're just friends. So when you go into an interaction and someone's saying, yeah, my husband and I are just trying to get out this weekend and we've had a hard time finding a babysitter, that's a point at which you can say, oh, I've got 3 friends who would be happy to babysit. Let me put you in touch and see what their schedule looks like. And in that tiny way, you've added value to that relationship and you've not sought out for what your own gain is. And you've deepened that relationship so instantly in a way that was so simple for you, but not only benefits the recipient, but benefits the third party because they're potentially getting hired from that situation. And I think when you start to frame it in that way, just picking up on those cues and listening for opportunities to add value, you're going to see that while it's a long game, you're going to be more successful. So in the short term, not only is it fun to try and put those pieces together, but you end up seeing that that's really the best way to go about it. And you're going to turn a lot less people off. Yeah.